Welcome to Kennedy High School boys basketball tonight, and a rivalry matchup as Holy Angels just down the road, traveling a very short distance to take on the Kennedy Eagles in our first Kennedy basketball broadcast of the year. Welcome inside Kennedy High School alongside Daryl Moffitt. I am Josh Powers. Daryl, welcome to BEC. You were on one of our programs earlier this year on Inside Kennedy Football. How does it feel about to call your first basketball game here?
Oh, this is fun. I'm enjoying myself already. We haven't even got started. This is two teams that love to get up and down. We're going to have some good action here tonight, Josh.
Walk us through your background, because obviously you're one of the coaches on the football field for Kennedy, but you also coach basketball as well.
I do. I coach over at Twin Cities Academy in St. Paul. I'm the head varsity coach. I coach these guys on the court a little bit for the Kennedy team. I used to be the 9th grade coach here. So I know a little bit about this rivalry in these two teams and how hard they like to play against each other.
There's no doubt these teams played last year. Kennedy losing 61-55. They were without Markel Awney in that game, and they're without their all-time leading scorer. Obviously, this year they have to fill that void that number 3 did such a good job of it over his Kennedy career.
Well, I talked to Jamin before the game, and I told him, hey, I feel like they paid themselves a little bit from last year. They played a lot of young guys, and we'll see how they can handle it tonight.
Well, the Angels, in the meantime, they're off to a good start, 2-0, wins over Providence Academy and Blake, and they've got a couple of guys, some new transfers into their team this year that have really helped them out.
Emmett Johnson and Charles Johnson, the Johnson brothers, they pick up the pace. They can get up and down the court. They know how to get to the rim. It's going to be interesting to see them and how they control the pace and run these bigs at Kennedy. Kennedy has some big guys, especially some guys coming off the bench. They look to be a little deeper than last year, but it's going to be interesting to see if number 2 and number 3 can push the pace and get those guys into foul trouble.
Kennedy 0-1 so far this year, a 62-46 loss to Mounds View last Thursday. Speaking of big guys, Kofi Beckley up for the tip, controlled though by Holy Angels. The Stars out of the Tri-Metro West Conference. This is the transfer Charles Johnson. He's the senior. Younger brother Emmett wears number 2. First shot short, and the rebound taken down by Eric Dooms for Kennedy. Dooms quickly ahead, and Tyvon Klingler inside gives Kennedy the lead.
Tyvon with a quick bucket there. It's good to see him be aggressive. Oh, and a good shot there right there. That's that pace.
Speaking of quick buckets, Thor Holin, he's their leading scorer, and you can see why as he hits a three-pointer there. What does Kennedy like to do offensively?
Well, Kennedy, we should see a lot of screens. We should see them go to the rack, as you see there right there by Terrell Davis-Barber. They also I'd like to see them push the pace a little bit, try to get up there and see if they can't be physical with them.
It's been a very quick pace here early on. This is Matt Banovitz. He's one of their captains as Holin sends it to the corner. Kofi Beckley, the defense and the steal. Barber in transition. He'll shoot 2. Kofi Beckley knows a lot about playing defense on the gridiron, and he shows you some defense on the hardwood right there.
Oh, man, he is a physical guy. We saw him into the offseason come in shape. It's good to see him in shape right now for basketball. He's a total athlete.
Number 50, a special player for Kennedy, as is Barber, who hits the first free throw tonight for Kennedy. Barber in the loss last Thursday, 4 points for the Eagles. Klinger led Kennedy in scoring with 12. As Barber hits them both, and it's 6-3 Kennedy.
Here's Kennedy trying to get up into the full court and control the pace a little bit.
We were wondering if this game would be played quickly, and it looks like at least the first few possessions that's going to be the case. 3-ball corner pocket, no good. Nice positioning by Barber. And look at this baseball pass. Finding Klinger, who slipped but got it back out.
And here we see Suba getting a chance to get the ball and get it under control. He is a complete point guard. If he can keep the pace at his pace and keep – oh, that's a good foul.
Jamin Cook was all over that one.
He's an exciting coach, I'll tell you that much.
Good ball control, though, by Eric Dooms to withstand that pressure. We're going to see a lot of it tonight. Nice catch there by Suba. He'll go into the lane, just rolls off the edge. Klinger the rebound, and can't find the bucket as Banovitz picks it up. Charles Johnson, no good, but a steal. And Holine scores with the left hand. He's got all 5 for Holy Angels.
Those are second chance points that you just can't give up.
Kennedy's done a nice job securing defensive rebounds, but at time they couldn't transition into the offense. They look inside for the big guy. Now he'll pop out for a screen. Pick and roll. Beckley, no offensive foul. Wipe it away as Banovitz drew the charge.
And that's interesting there because you don't want to pick up fouls in that situation. They don't have the bigs to be able to give away fouls like that.
Yeah, Kennedy very thin on the front line. You look at the guys that occupy that space. You got Beckley at 6'3". Jake Houston 6'4", but he's more of a wing player. 3-ball no good from Emmett Johnson. Kennedy with the lead early on, 6-5. Charles Johnson, good double team. He sends it to Banovitz. His three-pointer is way off. And Holy Angels steps on the end line, Kennedy basketball.
It's going to be interesting to see if Holy Angels are going to knock down those shots in the three-point lane late. I think they're going to get a lot of those shots. If they can knock those down, they might be able to get a sustainable lead. They got to knock those shots when they're open.
Here's Eric Dooms. He's a junior this year. A lot of football guys playing basketball this winter for Kennedy. Dooms is one of them, as is Barber, Beckley, Houston as well, who comes off the Kennedy bench. Into Beckley. Goes up, and it just was a little bit too strong. Rebound taken down by Emmett Johnson. Banovitz in the lane, drops it down. Holine gets the bounce. And right now, we're seeing Holy Angels being able to penetrate inside.
Yep, they're pushing the pace. They're getting the ball off the backboards when they miss. And that's what you got to do. You got to make them pay for missing, and they're making them pay right now with their pace.
Holy Angels taking the lead for the first time. As Suba's pass knocked away as they quickly get it up ahead to the captain, Gerstner. He lays it in. And Holy Angels on a run right now. A 6-0 run, in fact. And they have a 9-6 lead.
So here's the time for them to get a blow. Coach Jamin's probably going to settle them down, try to get them to be a little bit more aggressive in their offense. They're working it side to side, but somebody's got to try to get a shot eventually. I like their aggressiveness, but they got to pick it up and try to get paint touches inside the paint. Holy Angels doing a good job forcing turnovers, making them take bad shots, and getting out and running. We knew that they were going to push the pace.
Yep.
We knew that they were going to get out and run. Now, can Kennedy take advantage of some of the shots that they can get by just being aggressive? They got to make Holy Angels work in the half court.
Holy Angels coming off of an 83-point victory, or 83-point output offensively in a victory, 83-52 against Blake on Tuesday. No rest for either of these teams. They both play on Saturday. Kennedy will take on Lakeville South. So you talk about playing one of the bigger schools.
And I know that Coach Jamin knows that he wants to put those type of teams on this schedule, and he's not running away from anybody. He wants to play the tough teams.
Dooms looking inside for the post. Houston is in for the first time, 24 in royal blue. His pass knocked away. Holy Angels back on the run. Charles Johnson, he'll shoot free throws. And right now, defense leading to offense, Darryl, as Kennedy's turning the basketball over 3 consecutive times.
We're starting to see Kennedy get stuck on one side of the court. When you're that, when you're not able to push the ball and swing the ball side to side, you get stuck on one side and you don't get any offense. They have to get some movement, player and ball movement. I like to see them get a little tougher inside. That ball gets thrown inside. You gotta grab that ball and score.
Charles Johnson, 22 points on the year, 11 per game in the first 2. He's the senior. His younger brother Emmett, second on the team in scoring at 15 so far here in the early season.
It's going to be interesting to see how they handle that conference. That is a tough conference. Columbia Heights, a lot of teams that can do some good stuff.
The Holy Angels and D. LaSalle obviously off to a 2-0 start. Here's Eric Dooms. Can't get it to go, and here we go, back and forth. Charles Johnson again. A lot of contact, no foul. It'll remain Holy Angels ball.
Good to see Kennedy get back on defense. That's a lot of sprinting. That's conditioning work.
Aaron pass, but it deflects fortuitously for Holy Angels right to Banovitz. Holeen, good move, but couldn't finish. Somehow saved a Holeen. Holy Angels a little bit of a scramble, but they get a good opportunity and cash in. Charles Johnson for 2.
Second chance points, the ability to put the ball in the bucket after you totally didn't get the best possession that you wanted and you still get 2 points, that could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, and you've said that at least 3 times now, so it's been a bit of an issue for Kennedy early. Suba steps into a 3. Wide left as Laurent Mormont is into the game for Kennedy. Number 33. Banovitz for 3. Rolls out, but another offensive rebound. Emmett Johnson had it swatted away. As we've got some Eagle players off the bench, Jalen Williams, senior guard, number 4. And also a Marion Hanspard, another football guy, sophomore, number 11, checking in.
Marion, a sharpshooter. Like to see him play some defense here. And Jalen is also a really good point guard. He's going to be aggressive. Watch the pace pick up here for Kennedy.
And Kennedy looks like a little bit of a matchup zone. Holeen scoring baseline. And now the Holy Angels run is at 10-0. Hot start for Holeen already with 9 points. Another turnover. Charles Johnson, he's been leaking out the other way all first half. He scores again. It's been tough offensively for Kennedy right now.
There's a lot of ball pressure and a lot of denial by Holy Angels. I'm very impressed with how they are able to play team defense down here.
Hanspard with the miss and a Kennedy foul on the rebound going against Barber. Third Eagle foul of the half.
You can see Kennedy playing guys. You can see they're trying to find an identity. They want to get guys out in the game. I do agree with that. You want to see what can these guys give us.
Kennedy rotating at least 8 in their regular rotation. Holy Angels has played 10 players in both of its games, so we're going to see a lot of fresh faces and fresh bodies with the heavy rotations for both. Banovitz, again from the outside, has missed all of his attempts. Laurent Mormont at 6'10", Kennedy's tallest player. Good move by Klinger, but he can't get the shot to fall. Banovitz the board, and here we go again. Emmett Johnson, the freshman, count it, and 1. Right now, Kennedy's having a tough time dealing with this Holy Angels speed.
You saw in the replay, they got the ball off the backboard. The ball did not touch the floor. They absolutely take advantage of every opportunity you miss. That's a sign of a good and well-coached team.
Yeah, and you saw Banovitz there. There was no hesitation whatsoever. As soon as he got control of that rebound, quickly looked up and fired a two-handed pass up ahead. As Emmett misses the free throw, taken down by Houston. Jake Houston, what he can do for Kennedy, some distance shooting, which can be needed for the Eagles at times.
He's pretty versatile. He's also good on the offensive rebounds. If he can get a chance to get a touch here, down here in the post, they get a good shot.
We saw his leaping ability in the fall. Here's a 3 from Williams, no. There's that leaping ability for Houston. Finds a wide open Klinger, but can't find the bottom of the bucket, and an offensive foul on Kennedy on the rebound.
Kind of feel like Kennedy is in no man's land a little bit here. They're kind of trying to find where they are. Somebody's got to step up as a leader and be a mental tough guy and say, hey, we're all right, we're cool. Holy Angels is starting to wear them down, getting up and down the court.
17-6, Holy Angels leading, 10:52 left first half. Josh Powers, Daryl Moffitt for the first time here. Glad to have a basketball coach alongside me, correcting all my mistakes, sharing the knowledge with me.
No, I'm the rook. You're teaching me. I'm learning the lessons here tonight, man.
Emmett Johnson with another bucket for Holy Angels. The run at 13-0 right now. Or correction, 16-0. Holy Angels on a 19-6 lead. Here's Williams. The runner misses, and a foul on Banovitz. And they're going to generously give a shooting foul there for Hanspard. We saw the quickness there of Hanspard. We saw that all fall from a wide receiver standpoint, and he beat Banovitz to the spot right there to get that rebound.
Very quick. Here, they're putting him in the game to shoot the ball. They're putting him in the game to be aggressive, to catch and shoot. He can space the court. I've seen him shoot many a times and knock shots down that you couldn't even believe. It's good experience for this young man right now on the free throw line.
Hanspard, a sophomore. Only sophomore in the regular rotation for Kennedy. Kennedy is 4 for 4 from the free throw line to start out.
That is very nice to see.
Well, the Angels struggling, by the way. They are 0 for 3 from the line here early. Speaking of three, there's one from the corner, no good, and a nice rebound by Laurent Mormont.
And that's how you get back into the game. One step at a time, one stop at a time, one play at a time.
Mormont listed at 6'10". I don't know if I quite buy the 6'10", but he's a pretty tall dude nonetheless.
I'll tell you this much. He got into the weight room and got into shape. He looks like a totally different kid from last year.
Hanspard in the lane, drops it off to the wing. They swing it around to Mormont. The post was double teamed. That leaves Klinger open for three. Back of the rim. And the rebound by Charles Johnson. He was charging up ahead even before he got the ball. Three-pointer from the wing, no. Holy, nice pass underneath, but they missed the layup, and it'll be Kennedy ball.
That's good energy on defense. They are picking up their feet.
Houston had it stripped. They'll say last touched by Charles Johnson.
Josh, I like the fight right now in blue. I like how they're fighting. They're not giving up. They're still in this game, one stop at a time. I like what I'm seeing.
And offensive foul on Mormont trying to get position. And I think that's 2 on Laurent. And Eric Dooms quickly hops up off the Kennedy bench to replace him. Well, the Angels will be in the bonus the rest of the half as well. That's the 6th Eagle foul. Connor O'Rourke into the game, 5 in white for Holy Angels. Gerstner sends it out to Holy, and his hot shooting continues as he hits a three.
He's a good offensive player. He knows when to take his shots, and he's very aggressive.
Their leading scorer already with a dozen in this one. It'll be free throws for Kennedy. Tyvon Klinger able to carve out enough space down low.
Here's how Tyvon can get into rhythm. Get on the free throw line, knock down some shots, get back on defense, get another stop.
He led Kennedy in scoring against Mounds View with a dozen, and he gets on the board for the first time here.
You can see Coach Jabin Cook teaching, putting this young team in positions to be successful. They got to learn by just being in the water.
I like that Kennedy's been able to get to the free throw line here in the first half, and they've hit all 6. 22-10 Holy Angels midway through the first half. Charles Johnson left that left-handed shot short.
See the point guards leave them out there. They got to come get the ball.
That forced a long pass for Klinger. Fortunate that it wasn't intercepted.
That's just a sign of an inexperienced team, and those things will be fixed. Those are fixable mistakes.
Nice catch by Klinger. Sends it to the wing. Open three is down for Jalen Williams. First Kennedy 3-ball tonight. 9-point Stars lead. A little out of control there was Gerstner, but he'll get bailed out with a foul.
These are called strong paint touches. Strong paint touches. Anytime you can get the ball into the paint, your average of being successful in scoring the ball goes up.
And I think if you're Houston there, if you could have just taken one more step to your left, you would have been in better position there. Gerstner, one of the co-captains, along with Matt Banovitz and Tommy Shellstad for Holy Angels, as he makes them both 24-13 Stars. Williams, he'll try from deep. Oh, it's good. Jalen Williams with range.
Jalen is an aggressive scorer. It's going to be interesting to see how they play him late in the season.
We saw that a year ago as Holy Angels is going to score underneath. Nate Kesty getting his first bucket. I forget the game, but he just went off here at Kennedy High School. I believe he hit like 6 threes in that game. Will that count? No. As Williams, little heat check right there. He can be a streaky shooter. Hopefully we're starting one of those streaks right now.
The energy in the gym is starting to pick up. They playing guys. They're playing a whole bunch of guys. It might come in handy late in the game.
On the wing, Dooms. Tyvon Klinger. Noticeable brace on that right knee for Tyvon. Williams, he'll try again. Just hit the back of the rim. That looked good off his hand, though.
I like his aggressiveness.
Nice pass. Charles Johnson out high, but the shot from O'Rourke is no good. Kennedy on the move. Williams with another basket. Off the Kennedy bench with 10 first-half points. But Holy Angels loves to push the pace, too. Aaron Engel scoring.
That's a good answer after a score. You're never down when you just push the tempo right out of a made basket.
Williams is going to get a chance for more points here as he's going to shoot a 1-and-1, as both teams have reached that 1-and-1 foul limit of 7 with 7:02 left here in the first half. 28-18 Holy Angels. Josh Powers, Daryl Moffitt, if you like fast-paced basketball, I think you're going to enjoy the rest of this one.
It's going to be an interesting game. If the game slows down late, it's going to be about who turns the ball over less. But we like this pace right here. This is an exciting game.
O'Rourke sends it back out. Charles Johnson, boy, is he aggressive to the basket. He will shoot 2 apparently. Charles Johnson, he's leaning forward every time he touches the ball, either to get out on a fast break or attack the basket.
Looks like a running back.
Holy Angels still struggling from the line. Johnson is 0 for 3 now.
Those are shots that you just can't get back. You got to make those. You put them in a tough position by attacking them and getting to the paint. Now you got to make them pay by putting points on the board.
Hands barred out. Suba back in is another miss from Johnson. Jalen Williams. Look at this dribbling exhibition. The pull-up, no. You can tell he's feeling good about his game right now. Is he feeling a little bit too good though, Daryl?
No, I don't think he's taking his. I don't think he's taking his teammates out of the game. He's taking available shots. That shot was a one-on-one, him and a guy. You just got to take that shot sometimes. Sometimes you just got to see if you got it. Well, like we said in the first couple of minutes, we didn't see any guy from Kennedy at all being aggressive. He is being aggressive. He is taking it to Holy Angels, and as you can see, it's a 10-point game.
Yeah, and to further your point, Kennedy's struggling with turnovers early, but you go in a 1-on-1 matchup, you're probably not going to have a turnover. There, no. The worst result was a field goal miss instead of a turnover in a fast break basket. Look at Suba to the bucket, but no. (28-18), 6:15 left before halftime. Good defense by Houston. Not sure how that wasn't a travel. Houston grabs the board. Dooms. He probably got away with a walk. Williams down the lane, tried to drop it off, got tipped. It'll stay Kennedy ball.
You'd like to see Kennedy just take advantage of that possession right there. You got a guy on the court that's sucking wind. Let's go ahead and make him work some more. Let's work this ball around and just get a play, work this defense, and make us get a bucket.
They close out on Williams pretty aggressively out top. Here's a three from Dooms from the corner. His first points of the night. 7-point game all of a sudden. The lead was as large as 13. See if Kennedy can finish these last 6 minutes strong here to close out this half. Little weave action. Kesty sends it to the wing. And David Oslin, number 15, sends it back out. I like the on-ball defense from Kennedy right now.
He's keeping it to one side.
From the corner, three is good from Kesty. Big shot there for Holy Angels.
Can they answer? Will they be mentally tough enough to get an answer?
Williams. Baseline finds in the corner Suba. Good closeout. They can't leave Williams open, though. He misses. Beckley, the weak side board, and an offensive foul.
That's just not a smart play right there by Kofi. He's got to know you cannot lower your shoulder.
Yep.
You cannot be in that position. That's a horrible play to try to shoot. That's not a great angle to even get a shot. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get that call.
And a good call there, too, as Engel was in perfect position. So back to a 10-point game once again. Just under 5 minutes left first half. Second game of the season for Kennedy. Trying to get win number 1. Osland on the drive. Beckley, good show, and a travel. There's number 50 making a nice play.
We're seeing some good habits develop by Kennedy. Defensive energy, taking smart shots, trying to get to the rim. We're seeing a lot of good habits that you can develop over time in the season. Late in the season, you're a tough team to beat, which is really what it's about in high school basketball.
And to further that point, we're seeing a team that enjoys playing defense. You can see it out there. They're pumped up when they create a play like that.
This is a group that likes to stay. They are a tight-knit group. They stay together. That's a good play.
Little handoff. Can't get the bounce, but Suba will shoot 2. Beckley, remember, playing with 2 fouls, so he's got to be careful here. The final 4:21.
Going to be interesting to see how they play on defense with him on the court.
Suba had 7 points in the season opener as Kennedy's missed 2 front ends. Here's the freshman, Emmett Johnson. Oslin.
Look how high Kennedy has them playing right now. Their offense has to start way up here. They're switching the dribble handoffs. They're being aggressive. Here's the switch right here that you want to go at. That's good defense.
Engel, baseline over Beckley. Good
Tough
composure.
Shot. Tough shot.
Right back the other way. Just rolls off for Klinger. Struggling to find his shot here in the first half. How about that interception from Barber?
Look at the action getting up and down.
Eric Dooms, how about another 3? Too strong, but he chases it down. Fadeaway, way off. Comes to Kennedy, though. Slapping it away, Dooms. The energy continues. You're making
Look
the settle down
yes.
side, and they do. Maybe they saw you over here.
I'm sorry. It's the coach in me.
You can coach.
That's the coach in me. That's a good 3 shots, 3 offensive rebounds, energy.
Yep.
Bring it out. Let's see what kind of shot we can get. That was smart.
Little bit of to your point, a little bit of a racehorse attack. As soon as they got a rebound, they're just flinging shots back up to the rim. But you love the energy that Kennedy's playing with right now in a 12-point Holy Angels lead here, 33-21 behind the big first half for Thor Holine with 12. But Jalen Williams off the Kennedy bench, he's done a nice job kind of sparking that energy, sparking some pace, and he's got 10 points.
And I talked to Coach Jamin Cook before the game, and he said this might be a role that he just needs to just step into. What can he bring us off the bench? What can he bring Kennedy with his energy, his aggressiveness, his ability to get shots? There's not a lot of times you see a guy like that can come off the bench and give you a bunch of buckets. Sometimes you waste that by just burning them too quick. So it's interesting to see him if late in the season, is he going to accept that role? It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's kind of like more of a NBA approach where you get that energy guy off the bench that's going to, get you 6 to 8 quick points. You don't, to your point, you don't get a lot of those guys at the high school level. Teams just aren't as deep.
Yep. At the high school level, it is definitely an advantage to bring a guy off the bench with his skill.
33-21 after the timeout. And we've got injury substitution as Hanspard wanting to check in and will.
Holy Angels got to get back to communicating on defense. Not a lot of talking right now. They did a very good job in the beginning of the first half of keeping Kennedy out of the paint.
Nearly a turnover there. That's something Kennedy's cut down here recently, are the giveaways that plagued them in the first 5 minutes. Dooms will get fouled, and he will shoot the last 1-and-1 for Kennedy. They've missed the first 2 front ends. Kennedy had started out 6 for 6 from the line, but they've missed their last 2 on those front ends.
Kofi playing a lot of minutes with 2 fouls.
Yes. Doing a good job of not picking up that third so far. There was a hedge a couple possessions back that was kind of close. Can't be too aggressive. I know that's against his nature. Dooms gets the nice soft bounce on that free throw.
Going to be interesting to see what Kennedy does right here with 3 minutes left. Do you pick up the tempo? Do you bring into a certain type of press here on the make?
Dooms rattles it out. Beckley tracks it down.
Shooter.
Just short Hanspard. And Engel, a nice job to grab the board. Beckley rips it away. But they're going to say Holy Angels tied it up just long enough to get a jump ball.
Kennedy lucky enough to not get a third foul there. Kofi's got to know, hey, I like his aggressiveness, but be smart.
Yep.
But it paid off. You get the ball back.
33-22, 2:50 left first half. All man-to-man defense so far for Holy Angels. Hanspard goes behind the back, leaves it for Dooms, and he was stripped from behind by Charles Johnson. Emmett Johnson had it poked away. And Kennedy travels down there, just trying to go too fast, Daryl.
Too fast.
Secure the ball first.
Slow it down, be under control. It's a sign of a young team. They'll watch tape and get it figured out. Holy Angels is playing a lot of man-to-man defense, but you'd like to see them help a little bit more. Kennedy is getting into the paint, using the dribble handoff as a screen. I thought before this game that Holy Angels, with their aggressiveness and with the guys that they have, they might be able to switch to dribble handoffs, and we haven't seen that quite yet.
Here's a pull-up blocked by Beckley. Good challenge. Hanspard, he'll try again. Just left it a little short.
That's
the
a sign
last 2
of
attempts.
That's a sign of a guy just trying to get it in the basket. Just set your feet, young man, and knock the shot down.
You're saying trying to guide it a little bit too much.
Yeah, I've seen him shoot the lights out of any gym. He just needs to settle it down. He's a young kid just trying to get in the books. But he's playing pretty good on defense, too.
Sometimes once you get that first one down, it's like, okay, now I can play the game.
Could you imagine the team that they could be when he start hitting those shots?
And an offensive foul on the down screen. We'll give it back to Kennedy. No free throws as Holy Angels was in possession of the basketball.
That's a point of emphasis right now with the refs. They're trying to clean a lot of the screens up. They're trying to see if we can't get kids in position with their feet set. I agree with it.
You're seeing that a lot at the collegiate level, too. Those screens, particularly out high. Now, that one was down low, but those out high screens are being looked at much more closely. Barber got control of it. Finds Williams. He'll hoist it again. Off the mark, and we have a foul on the Stars underneath. That'll send Barber to the line for 2. Actually, correction, this is going to be on Barber. So that'll be 2 shots for Holy Angels.
Interesting spot here for both teams. Who can settle down, who can start making the right plays, developing the right habits right now to play winning basketball, to stretch a lead or to cut a lead right here. This is chemistry and character right here late in the half.
Gerstner now with 5 points. Holy Angels had been stuck on 33 for a bit, but Kennedy wasn't able to close the gap. Like to get this deficit under 10 if you could here in the last 2 minutes. Right now it's at 13, matching the largest lead for Holy Angels.
Good denial here with a trap here. That's a good defensive play.
The steal, do they save it? No, to the dismay of head coach Andy Hannon for Holy Angels. Would have been an easy bucket for Charles Johnson.
Johnson, I like the denial there. He forced a bad pass, and then you had to help come over. It's that aggressiveness that they had early in the first half that they got to pick up so they can stretch this lead. Both teams playing extremely hard right now. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, we saw Kennedy turn up the defensive pressure a few minutes ago now. The Stars are doing it. Charles Johnson, again, just unable to save it. So Kennedy dealing with a bit more pressure, especially off the ball, as Holy Angels really trying to get in those passing lanes. Off a screen, Dooms able to keep it in, but good challenge once again by Emmett Johnson. Houston, little out of control and a charge.
You see that semi-circle, that half-circle line here, an out-of-control play with your head down. He gets his feet set. You see him sliding, but it doesn't matter whether he's sliding. He's getting into defensive position, which is a charge. I like how Kennedy swung the ball that time as an offensive player, and as he starts to grow, that becomes a floater or a jump shot once he starts to learn. But that's a very good defensive play by Holy Angels.
Yeah, to your point, that's not really Jake Houston's game. He loves to step out and shoot the three or post up. He's not a guy that is used to driving that far into the paint on an offensive trip. As Kesty hits from baseline and a 15-point lead now.
Well, we've seen Holy Angels start to take advantage of the opportunities late in this half, and that's how you stretch the lead.
Under a minute for the half. Hanspard. Yes, he gets that one.
Don't let him get hot.
Could fuel a hot second half for Hanspard. A miss, and Kennedy still with plenty of time, 25 seconds. Williams right to the basket, had it blocked. Dooms for three, short. Klinger the rebound. Extra chances for Kennedy. Final possession of the half, under 10 seconds for Holy Angels. And that's not what you want to do right there. Jalen Williams. Double bonus time for Holy Angels.
That's a tough foul there. You can't pick up that foul, give them extra chances to score points. It's a possession game. You just cut it down, especially for late in the game. You're down 10. Just sit down, play good defense, get out of the half clean.
5.9 to go.
Boy, paid off.
Johnson brothers, a combined 0 for 6 from the line. 5 of those misses from Charles. I don't want to shortchange Emmett. He's only missed one of them. That one's short too. And a lane violation on Holy Angels, so 5.9 for Kennedy.
Watch Jalen push this tempo. He might be able to get to the lane quick with 5 seconds.
He'll charge ahead, right to the basket. Oh, and he lost control. Houston to beat the buzzer. There's a good bounce if you're Kennedy. Williams just lost control of it. Went right to Houston, who finishes the half for Kennedy, a 7-0 run in the last minute to get this lead under 10.
Well, Holy Angels did a really good job close, but in the last minute, they just didn't take advantage of the opportunities that they had. Jalen pushed the tempo. They were never out. It's a close game here at Kennedy.
37-29. The Eagles were down 15. Now they're only down 8. We'll see if the Eagles can complete the comeback and get win number 1 this year. Second half action coming up next on BEC-TV. Back at Kennedy High School, ready to start the second half, 37-29. Holy Angels with an 8-point halftime lead alongside Darryl Moffitt, Josh Powers. Could have been worse for Kennedy. They were down 15 with about a minute left in the half, ended on a 7-0 run.
A lot of energy late in the game. Holy Angels had an opportunity to take advantage and stretch the lead, missed some free throws, and Kennedy's in this game.
Holy Angels looking for back-to-back wins against Kennedy. Banovitz sends it baseline. Holene's pass tipped. Comes right back, though, to Holy Angels, and a foul up top before the shot.
A little second half adjustments that go to a little bit of a 2-3 matchup zone. A lot of activity when you go to that zone. You have to have energy.
Banovitz really struggling, did not score in the first half. Averaging 18 points per game and is still scoreless. Holeen misses an easy one. Dooms pushes. Suba, the floater, no. Johnson to Johnson. Emmett misses, though, as this breakneck pace continues to start the second half.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Hard to keep up. These teams are in good condition, we know that.
Yes, they are.
Kofi Beckley. A little bit of a force there as it hits the side of the backboard. Charles Johnson to Holeen for the finish. Boy, Charles Johnson, is there never ever a time when he's not at full speed?
Sometimes that's all you have is just that one speed, but you have to learn how to be under control sometime. But if that's who you are, keep going.
Suba hits the floater for his first points.
I feel like both teams are looking to try to have a good start. That is a charge,
There we go. Kofi Beckley. Charles Johnson just ran into a brick wall.
Like you said, he has that one speed, but sometimes you just have to be under control. Like to see him take a floater there. Whoever has the greatest start doesn't really matter in this game. I think at some point in time, it's going to be about late game execution in the half court.
The lead is at 8, right where we were at the half. Jalen Williams leading Kennedy in scoring with 10. Thor Holeen has 14 for Holy Angels. Here's Barber. The high-low knocked away, though, by Banovitz.
Whole front there, and it's a hard pass to make with no help over the top. You got to make a good pass there.
Emmett Johnson, the pull-up, no good. Dooms quickly ahead to Suba. 2 minutes into the second half. Inside, Laurent Mormon gets it to drop.
I like the high-low there. I could tell you why, but I would sound like a homer.
What? Tell us.
Because that's a play I used to drop for them when they were ninth graders.
There's a 3 ball. Every time Kennedy gets close, it seems like Holy Angels hits a big-time 3. That one from their captain, Gerstner.
If you take them, you got to make them there. That was a good shot. Very confident, knocks the shot down.
Back to a 9-point lead. Mormont. Little foul underneath on Holeen.
You can see Holy Angels trying to front over top, and they're having help on the backside. Kennedy has to be patient, swing that ball, make the ball go side to side. They might get a better angle to throw that ball inside to.
Beckley will inbound. That's a third on Holeen. So their leading scorer right now with 3 fouls. If you're Kennedy, do you attack him?
You have to. Find out who's guarding him, put him in the post, do something, get him in foul trouble.
He's guarding Kofi. Eric Dooms from distance.
That's a tough shot.
Barber, look at that hustle. Beckley got control of it somehow, and then it's intercepted. Charles Johnson, look at this pass. Beckley coming back for the block, but a foul. How about that pass, though, from Charles Johnson? It was in his hands for a half second, and then you talked earlier about Kofi Beckley being in shape. The big man got down to the other end very quickly.
Usually when you see Kofi, he's huffing and puffing, but he is in good shape. Both teams are getting up and down right now, playing extremely hard.
Emmett Johnson trying to hit the first free throw for the brothers tonight, and they still can't find one. Charles is 0 for 6, and now Emmett's 0 for 2. That's the lion's share of the Holy Angels' struggles at the line. They're now 4 of 12 from the free throw line.
Usually what kids do now is they just switch their shoes at halftime.
Now 4 of 13 as Mormon grabs the board.
You're seeing Kennedy go to 2 bigs here, which might be the counter punch, so to speak. You got Kofi who can catch the ball, who can go high-low there. You got Lorante that's big, that takes up space down there. That might be the counter punch that Kennedy has right now to be able to creep up, take this lead.
Banovitz now has 3 fouls. So you have the 2 leading scorers this season for Holy Angels, both with 3 fouls early in the second half. Doom's got it back. Look at that spinorama, but it was blocked.
Lost the charge.
Emmett Johnson kicks it out, but it was a nice show there defensively. They made that pass difficult for Emmett.
Looks like the ball's going to stay with Holy Angels.
They say it was tipped. I don't know. I didn't see a tip there, but
it's early season for us all. The refs look nice, by the way. You see the new uniforms?
There you go. I was going to say I'm not one of the stripes, but they're not wearing stripes either. Charles Johnson, another basket for Holy Angels. He's up to 6 points. The lead is 11.
They got help over top. You don't want to force that. That was a good idea.
Dooms. A deep 3 for Kennedy.
That's a confident shot by a young man. He's been in the water before. They played these young kids before. They know how to battle back.
Back to an 8-point Holy Angels advantage. They've led by as many as 15. Gerstner to the corner for Banovitz, and he finally finds the bottom, his first points.
I said that in the first half. I felt like Holy Angels was going to get the open 3-point shots. If you take them, you got to make them.
Hey, stay straight up,
Barber off a high screen. That was Banovitz reaching in there with 3 fouls. He's lucky that wasn't called for his 4th. That one is going to be called. Gerstner. Not sure why he's hopping around, Daryl. He just hacked the arm of Suba there.
Well, he did a really good job of getting him, playing him high. Now sit down in a stance, get your palms up, don't reach for it. That's a tough thing for a lot of young kids, understanding to be palms up on their reach.
Houston coming in for Beckley.
That's good defense, keep him high.
Suba, wild shot, it went in.
Wow.
If you're the coach of that one, you're like, no, but then yes.
Yep,
right?
and then you look really nice. I made that call.
47-38. Emmett Johnson drops it down low. Holy.
That is some good post position. He is a good player, good footwork, and he's playing with 3 fouls, which is also smart.
Suba got around Charles Johnson.
Energizer Bunny. It's going back and forth here tonight.
Pauline. Charles Johnson. Out of bounds to Kennedy.
Whoever's not here is missing a heck of a game.
This is, there's no fear on either of these teams. It's been pretty much one speed throughout, and that's full blast.
There's Jake Houston in the paint.
Unable to get it to go. Charles Johnson, or correction, Emmett Johnson, right-handed layup for the lefty. Dooms out of the corner. Charles Johnson as we continue.
Another open 3.
That one, no. If they were thinking about implementing a shot clock in high school, they wouldn't be using it in this game.
Well, they wouldn't need it, I'll tell you that much, but you do see the half circle in the middle. That leads me to believe that something's coming. I think all this is to prepare our kids for the college game. I don't mind the shot clock because I think it will teach our kids to take better shots, to be mindful and cognizant of getting the best shot available. I'm for it.
I think most would agree. 51-40. Kennedy continuing to hang around in this one.
Kennedy with a 4-out, 1 in, keeping Lorante inside, but a lot of activity on the outside.
Jalen a three miss, but a nice rebound by Mormont. Back to Mormont from Williams and a foul.
He deserved that shot. He worked extremely hard to get that rebound. It's good to see him pass that ball, cut to the basket, get to the free throw line. He's got some good touch. People would be surprised he can hit these free throws. They can cut the lead down, see what Kennedy does after these free throws, see if they can't change the tempo a little bit. And if Holy Angels can sub, to find a way to get them off the court, get them a blow, get this foul trouble cut down, we'll see what they can do as well.
That is the 5th Holy Angels foul of the half already in less than 6 minutes, as Lorante hits the free throw to make it a 10-point game.
Interesting, they didn't get Helene off the court.
He's playing with 3. Banovitz just went to the bench with 4 fouls now.
Every basketball game has a story, so what that tells me is they don't feel comfortable just yet taking him off the court. They don't feel comfortable with the guys that they have just yet.
How about the big man putting those 2 down smoothly for Kennedy?
He's got touch.
Charles Johnson ran out of room. Long shot by Holine off the mark. Dooms wants to push, and I think he wisely settles it back right there. Jalen Williams.
One-on-one here.
Floater, no. Mormont the board. Had it blocked by Holine, then tipped away. Another 3 from Dooms. Just rolls off the front. And a technical foul on Eric Dooms. Frustrated with that miss.
That's tough emotion right there. He was upset that he didn't make the shot, and that's a tough call. It's early in the season. I think the youngster's going to learn from it, that you can't put your team in that situation. But that's a little bit of emotions. You know, you just got to be poised. They just put two more points on the board for Holy Angels.
And Holine does make them both. He now has 18 points.
Yeah, his back must hurt because he is putting it on his back tonight.
I like that.
Yeah, I learned that from the kids.
He almost picked up his 4th foul right there. Now a warning's been given to Jamin Cook from Kennedy's head coach.
He's a fiery head coach. He's going to put it all on the line for his teammates. You can see them playing hard right now for him.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly sure what the exact reason for the technical was given. I was following the basketball, and obviously it happened right after the shot. Gerstner floater, no. Jalen Williams racing ahead.
That's a smart play.
Can't get the layup. Dooms the rebound and the finish. He's got 9. The lead is 9. 11 minutes remaining.
They're letting them play right now. That's one thing I like about it. They are letting both teams play.
Kennedy ball off a 3-ball miss from Gerstner. Great energy from Kennedy all night. You see Kofi cheering his team on from the bench. Still plenty of time in this one.
Kennedy has to put the pressure on them and not turn the ball over, as we saw right there.
Charles Johnson disrupted it. Holine, no, but free throws for Thor Holine. 21 points per game so far this year.
You bail them out when you go down there in the half court and you cannot get anything out of it. Even if you work the offense, even if you move it back and forth, side to side, you get them moving. Next thing you know, they get into foul trouble. They reach, they're sucking wind, trying to gain energy. You got to be smart and just say, hey, we're not out of this game. We can move the ball side to side.
Holine has been key here for Holy Angels, playing with 3 fouls all second half, and he hits both of them. 20 points now for Thor. (55-44).
I think that's a smart substitution here, especially late in the game when you know you're going to need him the most. Even if Kennedy does cut the lead down, he gets a blow, and you're going to get him back in the game late, one of your senior leaders.
Hand-sparred, pass tipped, came right to Klinger, and he puts it in. There was a nice fortunate bounce for the Kennedy Eagles.
But after a make, then they're able to just walk the ball up the court. They got to put pressure on Holy Angels.
Moline spinning with the left hand, left it short. O'Rourke, a runner. 2 shots coming for O'Rourke. The 3rd foul on Mormont.
And I agree with keeping him in the game right now. This is his first game back. He's got to get his lungs underneath him.
Yeah, and there's only 10 minutes left, so at this point, until he picks up his 4th, I think you're fine leaving him out there. O'Rourke curls in the first of 2 for his first point of the night.
They're starting to knock these free throws down.
Back to an 11-point lead once again. Williams, nice hesitation, goes up, and a foul. And that's on Holine, that's number 4.
We're talking about the restricted area right now. It's a little shaky right now how the refs are going to call it. I think you're going to see it called different right now early in the season. But late in the season, you might just see them going right back to the way they used to call it. You just got to just be outside the restricted area.
And that's something new that the players and coaches are getting used to right now.
You got Helene out the game right now with 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes left in the game. Can you cut this lead down, get into him? I'd like to see Kennedy push the tempo and get underneath him and try to press him a little bit.
Williams hits the second. This is a key couple of minutes. How many minutes can you steal right now for Holy Angels with their 2 leading scorers on the bench? Also out right now, Charles Johnson, who's their best ball handler. Kennedy goes to a press as you called for. They break it though. And a nice baseline jumper for Engel.
That's good poise right there. Get the ball, go right down the middle, pass the ball ahead.
Yeah, that's tipped out by Emmett Johnson. He can't believe it. 12-point Holy Angels lead. It's been at this 8 to 12-point window pretty much all second half. Tension's starting to get heated here with these 2 rivals.
It's important for both teams to just keep their poise. Let the refs call the calls they're going to call.
This one goes in favor of the Stars. As a Kennedy foul now, both teams with 6 team fouls.
Now you just got to play defense and keep guys in front. There's a throwback.
Another one for Engel. This one's short. Tracked down by O'Rourke. And a loose ball kicked out to Kennedy.
That's a diamond press. They broke it pretty good, but as you can see, well, it's a different one right there. They're hustling for the ball, playing really hard. Isaiah Suba's got to cut down that middle. If he cuts down that middle, that ball doesn't go up the court. They don't get an open jump shot. This is their continuity offense here right now. They're still working it to get a mismatch.
Suba baseline off, balance. Came right to him, but he couldn't control it. Emmett Johnson charges into the paint. Scoop shot, no, but a foul, and that's now 4 fouls on Mormont.
Touching the paint, getting into the paint. Ball pressure sent. You cannot. There's one thing you can do with ball pressure. You cannot send it to the middle of the court without having help. You got to push that thing sideline to baseline and then make sure you funnel the ball. That thing went right down the middle of the paint, and that's how you get your bigs fouled out.
This is an impressive-looking freshman, Emmett Johnson. Boy, the Johnson brothers from the line now. Still 0-4. 0 for 10 combined between these 2 talented brothers. There's the first make. 60 to 47. Williams, wild, one-hander, no good. Handsbarred. 3 just rolls off. Another chance for Kennedy. Williams the pull-up.
They got 3 chances to shoot, and only the last one was the best shot.
Engel. A lot of contact. Play on.
They're letting them play.
Suba, spin move, and no, but a foul.
I can't say I've seen that move out of Suba before.
It was a good one.
That was a good move.
Kennedy just unable to finish here recently. High intensity for game number 2 of the season.
I'm wondering if Kennedy has bodies to burn right now. I'm wondering if these 8 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, you can start subbing guys in, spelling guys out, keep the pressure on Holy Angels because you got to do something. Otherwise, we got number 20 sitting on the bench waiting to come in there and score some points. You got to find a way to put some pressure on Holy Angels.
Suba rattles it out. All 7 of his points have come in the second half. Gerstner kicks it back out. Nice show by Williams, but a little grab right there.
He did a good job of keeping him out of the paint. They switched. He was in good position. The only thing he did is, and they're talking about levels of verticality, his hands need to be straight up and guarding the ball. Once you extend his plane of shooting, you're in a fouling position. You're giving the ref the opportunity to call a foul.
Both teams are in the 1-and-1s. Kesty, first time to the line tonight. And it's no good. Beckley the board.
That's a good pass ahead.
Dooms got away with a walk. Dropped it down to Klinger. 2 shots.
That's a smart point guard. He barely put it on the floor. He turned and looked and got it to his shooter in the corner. The shooter looks to shoot, and then he's aggressive and makes a play for his team. Kennedy's at the line.
Eight more minutes to see if Kennedy can at least put a scare into Holy Angels. They've trimmed it to 6 was the lowest they've had this deficit here in the second half.
This is where it's got to come, at the free throw line. These are free shots.
Holy Angels used a 16-0 run early in the first half to sprint out to a 13-point lead and has held the lead ever since. Beckley trying to fight for the board. He kept it alive. And he threw it away.
Got to sprint back.
Gerstner to the corner, O'Rourke. Good job getting back by Kennedy.
High screen and roll.
And a steal. And a foul on Holy Angels. Jalen Williams will shoot free throws.
Both teams are even right now with their energy and their effort. And you're getting to the line. Who's going to take advantage of the chances that they get?
Charles Johnson ready to check back in. Seems like he's been out for a long time, but it's really only about 3 minutes of game time.
Yeah, with all the fouling right now, we're kind of slowing up. That's some good minutes by O'Rourke.
Holy Angels did a nice job with that stretch. We talked about it with Holeen, Banovitz, and Charles Johnson all out. Kennedy was not able to cut into that lead.
They're getting plenty of chances at the line, though. You're playing hard. You're playing extremely hard. Make them pay for fouling you.
Williams hits the 1-and-1. He's got 12 now. You're right, though. We mentioned the effort and the energy all night, and that's a good sign for Kennedy that this team values defense, and you see the effort throughout, and they've got enough guys off the bench that they can play with that effort when they're on the court.
I feel like this is building blocks for a program going forward that needs some positive energy, needs some positive reinforcement, some positive things to talk about. This is something you can really talk about into your community.
Beckley came over with a block as Suba tried to draw an offensive foul.
That's a toughness play. That's a toughness play right there.
Nice up fake, and the miss though by Gerstner. Everything but the finish right there. Suba for 3, yes! 7-point game.
High pick and roll. A good show by Kofi.
And a turnover. Williams to the bucket. Misses the layup and a chance to get to within 5. Charles Johnson the other way and a foul. Williams, I think, just jumped too early, Mr. Moffitt.
I didn't get a chance to see it. I was trying to look at mine. It was an interesting thing that I was talking with Coach Jamin before the game, and he said this, and I was asking him about how is he going to play these two speedster point guards. He said at some point in time, I'm going to have to play them together, and we're seeing it right now. They both have different styles. You have one that's going to push, but you also got one that's able to push and give the ball up. He's playing them both together and get some good energy minutes out of both of them. This is character-building stuff right now for Coach Jamin and the Eagles.
Well, one thing, we hope Kennedy can take the leader, but let's say it's close down the stretch. I'm looking at fouling number 3. He is 0 for 7 from the line, now 1 for 8.
You can yell it. You can hear him yelling, foul him, foul him, foul him, foul him.
Suba, nice pump fake, dropped it down to Kofi, and he'll shoot 2.
That's coming from aggressiveness. A young guard getting into the lane, finding his big, and getting good post position. That's great basketball.
And I like that pump fake. He had just hit a 3 a couple possessions ago, so you know they're going to close out on you quickly.
I like to tell kids to do a believable move. Sometimes if you're not hitting your shot, your pump fake doesn't work. But he hit his shot, so that's a believable move. I can get into my shot. If he goes at my shot, I'm attacking. Good job by Suba.
Beckley, first point of the night for him. And how about Kofi dropping them both? 6-point game. This is as close as Kennedy's been since early in the first half.
Now it's about execution in the half court.
Emmett Johnson got it to brother Charles. He's double teamed. Fadeaway baseline shot from Engel. That is a backbreaker.
All type of energy right there by Kennedy. Holy Angels being able to pick up the ball, get it on the loose, and shoot that shot and make it.
Baseline Klinger and a foul. Just reaching in there, Kesty. You got Klinger, he wasn't really going anywhere. No need to reach in like that.
There was no need to reach. Just go ahead and keep space. I don't think Tyron's shot has even been falling this night. You might even back off him a little bit. You got the lead. Let's play smart. Make him shoot himself out of it. Bailed him out here.
Double bonus for Kennedy for both teams the rest of the way. Klinger now 2 of 5 from the line. That one down.
Interesting to see Kennedy back up here when you got them in their energy.
Charles Johnson right to the bucket, left it short, tipped right to Holy Angels, and they get a second and third chance.
Holy Angels getting all the breaks right now.
What a block by Jalen Williams, the little guy. He'll launch into a 3 and hit it. 4-point game. Kennedy was down 15.
Character building basketball right now by the Eagles.
And a blocking foul will send Emmett Johnson to the line. That might not be a bad thing. It's the 4th, though. That's the one negative there on Beckley. How about Jalen Williams on both ends, the block and then the 3. He's got 16 points leading Kennedy.
I'm seeing some senior leadership. Wow, good shot there.
Emmett's hit his last 2, Emmett Johnson. 8 points for him, and now we get Banovitz back in with 4 fouls, Holine back in with 4 fouls at the 5:34 mark.
Kennedy did what they were supposed to do. They put the pressure on them with those guys on the bench. Now can they clean it up?
Mormon cleans the rebound. Suba to Dooms from the corner, left it short. Williams a steal. 1-on-3, he'll slow it up. Not for long, the step back. Rebound, nice job by Mormon to keep it alive, and a timeout, Kennedy. The effort plays from the Eagles on both ends of the court have them within 5 with still 5:15 to go.
And that's what you weren't seeing all the way in the first half. This is the stuff they can step on and build on from here on out. Holy Angels just need to settle down, slow the game down, say, hey, it's about the half-court game for us. We don't have to do too much. Let's not lose the game. We can win it by just playing very good defense, not fouling, keeping the ball in front of us on defense. We don't have to do too much if we're Holy Angels. We got to just settle down, let them come to us. Let them play us. We don't have to do too much. If you're Kennedy, you still do have to put the pressure on. It's about pressure, 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 pressure. Get underneath your chin. You got the momentum in your house. Let's go win the game.
It's a nice way to kick off our Kennedy broadcast here. This has been an exciting game. Alongside Daryl Moffitt, Josh Powers with you. Kennedy trying to battle back. They have not led since it was 3-2. They trailed by 8 at the half. They've trailed by as many as 15. 13 here in the second half, and now they're within 5 with the ball, and still feels like an eternity left in this game with all the whistles in the second half. 5:12 remaining.
I got to say the officials are doing a great job, though. I'm really impressed by the officials.
It's a high-pressure, high-energy, high-possession game that always makes it more difficult, especially when you have two rival teams. Holy Angels just down the street, a couple miles from Kennedy High School.
Right there on Nicolette.
Dooms. Kennedy fortunate not to turn it over there. Can Kennedy find enough offense here down the stretch?
Why not space the court and just let him go to work one-on-one? Oh, that's a tough one.
Double team. Kennedy wasn't expecting it. A steal. Emmett Johnson misses the layup. Klinger the rebound. So Kennedy dodges a bullet there. Klinger right to the bucket, drew a foul.
Taking advantage of the fact that Holy Angels could have got a bucket, missed it, pushed the tempo.
And I like going right inside. You've got both Banovitz and Holine with 4 fouls. They're not going to be as aggressive as normal. Short though by Klinger.
He's a better shooter than this. I've seen he can knock these shots down. What he does is hit shots. That's his game. He grabs rebounds and hits shots. He's got to knock these down on the free throw line.
4-point game. 4:50 to go.
Does Kennedy have more bodies right now is the question. Do they just have more bodies? Are they just in front? Good post position, didn't get the ball.
Charles Johnson leading off the window, and a foul after a near steal by Williams. Mark this play down with 4:33 left.
At the free throw line with the opportunity to make this a possession game.
Charles Johnson only with 9 points, but it seems like his impact on this game has been much larger. Suba a little out of control. Dooms kept it alive. Klinger challenging Banovitz with the 4 fouls. Mormont the rebound, and that's going to be 5 on Holine if it's on him.
There's only 2 people that can call it on down there.
It's Banovitz, and he's gone.
Now they don't have the size inside. With 4:22 left in the game, now they got to play a little bit more. They got to play Kennedy small ball a little bit with their 4-out-1 in. It'll be interesting to see what Kennedy does substitution-wise. I feel like they have the bodies. I feel like they can rotate a little bit more, keep the pressure on Holy Angels.
So a little bit of an off night for Holy Angels leading scorer Banovitz, just 3 points. 2 big free throws here for Mormont. Lorante is 3 for 3 from the line in this half.
I like his aggressiveness. That's what got him to the line right now, with an opportunity to cut the lead.
Kennedy 12 out of 17 from the line in this half. It's one reason why they're within 4.
Keep the ball in front of you. Do not gamble. Make them take bad shots. Make them take contested shots. Don't bail them out by fouling them. That's a contested shot right there.
Holeen the miss. Kennedy on the box out. A little high-low, but a bad pass from Suba. Up ahead, Emmett Johnson, athletic finish.
As he tried to force a bad pass. Good job in the fast break, getting up and down the court.
Klinger inexplicably just had it bounce off his leg for a turnover. Momentum back to Holy Angels after that sequence.
There's a sub there. Kofi comes in for Lorante Mormont.
Charles Johnson blocked by Beckley. And a jump ball, Kennedy Arrow. Kofi Beckley. And I liked how he blocked that too, Daryl. He didn't try to swat it or any big swing, just simply put his arm up, got in the way, and created another possession for Kennedy.
Can Kennedy keep the pressure on, work their offense, don't take a bad shot, make them have to guard you.
Jalen Williams, 16 points tonight. Probably the longest Kennedy possession of the half so far, this one.
But they're making them work. There's no shot clock, making them work. Oh, good defense.
And it's going to be Holy Angels ball. The freshman, Emmett Johnson, gets it right back for the Stars.
But I don't necessarily mind it. It doesn't break your back by Kennedy by working it. I thought that Jalen at some point in time at the top of the key could have said, all right, now this is when I go get my bucket. But it doesn't hurt them yet that they move the ball so much.
Hand check on Suba, double bonus for both teams.
Yeah, I feel like everything's about to be tight from there on out.
We talked about this. Could it be a strategy? I know there's still 3 minutes left, but Charles Johnson's 1 out of 8 from the line.
There's nothing wrong with being physical with a guy.
(69-62). Charles Johnson, the transfer coming over, he has been a big lift to this Stars team.
That's 7 second half points by him.
Kennedy charges right to the basket. Suba's going to get 2 shots.
You got Amarion Hansbard on the court right now. He's a sharpshooter. You got to be careful. If I'm Holy Angels, I'm talking about everything that could possibly break our backs right now. Bad fouls, fouling guys that can shoot, turning the ball over, not being under control.
4 fouls now on Charles Johnson. A lot of fouls in this game. Both teams with foul difficulties. Banovitz has already fouled out for Holy Angels. Suba able to hit the back end. 11 points all in the second half for Suba.
Good help. That's good help.
Deflected.
Good defense. Somebody's got to sprint and go get it. Yep.
Oh, not deflected by Hansbar. Went off the hands of Johnson for an over and back. So a turnover on the Stars. Kennedy a chance to get closer. Klinger.
It's getting time right now.
Yep.
You got to start thinking about the clock right now.
2.5 minutes. Tipped away Charles Johnson to Emmett. Behind the back to Holeen.
Behind the back here. In this situation, you got to be a player to make that move.
Well,
right
and
there.
I don't think it's a showboat move. That's a play where he's getting it around a defender, and I don't think it's a showboating play. Sometimes there's a good reason to go behind the back, and I think that was one of them there, and it led to a easy lay-in for Holeen, who now has 22 points.
And way to run the floor if you're Holeen. way to just run down there with your teammate that's hustling his butt off.
And again, Charles Johnson making things happen, creating that steal. He has been so active defensively for Holy Angels as Hanspard connects.
And late in the game, too. He's gotten key steals and put key pressure on Kennedy that's gotten them in their game, which is up and down the court. Kennedy has been guarding them in a half court.
Hanspard no on the second. Kennedy wanted to set up full court pressure. And Johnson had a dribble off his foot for a turnover.
Now, if you're Kennedy, you're looking at the clock. Every possession counts. Every bucket counts. Attacking the rim, getting to the rim, trying to get to the free throw line, or making shots. A drive and a kick could work right now. Who's aggressive?
Suba left wide open. He hit it for three. Timeout, Holy Angels.
Suba stepping into his shot. That's a good shot for a right-hander on that left side.
14 second-half points for Suba and a big three there with 2:01 left. Gets Kennedy back to a two-possession game and a chance to set up its defense.
Yes, that's the key right there. You're missing the back end of your free throws, which usually is the time for a team to set up their defense and to keep the pressure on. Holy Angels right now is taking punches, okay? But it's okay if you can just do a good job and keep them in front. As a boxer, sometimes you're gonna take shots, but you got to learn how to just not get knocked out, right? Right now, Kennedy is swinging for the fences. We're trying to just get this home run punch. They're taking three-point shots. They're full court pressing. They're getting a lot of energy. Holy Angels, just settle yourself down, get out of here with a win, and play smart.
Good crowd here to support Kennedy in game number 2 of the year. Trying to fuel this comeback that has been ongoing. They've trailed by as many as 15, have not led since it was 3-2 very early on.
I feel like this is the Kennedy team that we're going to see all year. And I watched them as a lot of these young guys as JV players. This is who they are. They played in a lot of close games throughout their basketball careers. They know how to play this type of game. Can they finish? Can they fight enough to get in this game and get in front? Holy Angels has some guys that are smart.
Holeen sends it ahead, Charles Johnson, and they foul him. There's the Hacka Johnson strategy. He's made his last 2 and 3 out of his last 4, but before that missed his first 7, so maybe he's getting a little more comfortable from the line.
And here's the tough part. He's one of their main ball handlers.
Yep.
So you really can't take him away from the ball. He's got to make these shots.
And that one wide right. Right, a big guy, you can just take him out of the lineup until you need him back for defense, but a lane violation on Charles Johnson. So wipe that one away. And an empty trip for Holy Angels. 1:55 left.
Oh, picked up his dribble.
Hanspard. Suba.
Seeing a lot of show and recover. That's going to give them bigs open.
Open three, Hanspard, in and out. Klinger knocked it free, but Johnson recovers. Holeen.
Smart.
Slows it up. That would have been a big shot for Hanspard.
Now you're making them come out and have to foul.
There's the foul. They didn't want to foul Holeen. Wisely forced him to give up the ball, and they're going to send Charles Johnson to the line once again.
But give Kennedy some credit. They worked it down. They got the best shot that they could get. A long time ago, we would just see a shot go up really fast. They worked it around.
And that was a very good look. You're right. 3 out of 13 is Charles Johnson tonight. That one rattles in.
That's huge.
Still plenty of time, a minute 21. 3 possessions now, the lead for Holy Angels.
The strategy isn't working now. Now you just got to play basketball. Get to the rack now.
Williams, good pressure by Emmett. Johnson, a steal from Charles. One more time. Charles Johnson, the layup. And timeout Kennedy, number 3 in white, has been thieving Kennedy all night, and that's the biggest one of the night for Holy Angels.
That's what coaches like to call dog-like mentality. You're just refusing to lose in that moment. He stayed up. Yes, I missed free throws. Everything wasn't working for me, but I'm staying aggressive. He's been working extremely hard, stat pushing. He's getting steals. He's getting rebounds. He's being aggressive. You're never out of the game if you're giving a lot of energy.
Only 11 points for Charles Johnson, but he has had a big impact on this game, and now a 9-point lead with 1:05 to play. In terms of timeouts, Holy Angels still has 4 of them. They've got plenty. Kennedy down to 1 left. Good to see the crowd is still into it here for Kennedy, and I think the team's play has given them reason to stay and be vocal here throughout the second half.
Yeah, the game's been great. We felt like we were going to have a good game, and I think we had a good one.
Kennedy needs to move quickly. Klinger on a high post, kicks it back out. Suba, head up blocked by Gerstner. And Holy Angels ball.
Got a foul.
45 seconds, and that's not the guy you want to foul, Holeen. He'll go to the line. And Beckley, is that number 5 on the big man? It is. Kofi Beckley is fouled out with 2 points tonight.
2 points, but a lot of energy. Took a charge.
He's not going to score 20, but he gives you defense, he gives you energy, and he gives you someone you can trust on offense to put the ball in the right spots. Here's Holeen, 22 points tonight, and perfect from the line.
I'd probably say he's probably one of the better players in the area.
I would think so. When you look at the Tri-Metro West, De La Salle's got some dudes, but Holeen is going to be a force to reckon with in that league. 24 now. 11-point lead is a foul on Holy Angels. That's the last thing that Andy Hannon was looking for from his defense on that trip, is to stop the clock. And Charles Johnson has fouled out. 11 points. He may have had as many steals as that. Big-time impact for number 3.
Yeah, he did a great job of putting on ball pressure, getting steals, giving his team energy.
Suba's had an outstanding second half. 15 points, all in this half for Isaiah. He helped get Kennedy close. They got to within 4. That one short. O'Rourke the rebound.
Go, guys, go.
I feel like Coach Cook's going to look at the stats and say, a lot of fouling. Imagine if we made these free throws.
Yep. Probably the final foul, you would think, with 30.2. Gerstner. He had 17 against Kennedy last year.
And that was a close game, wasn't it?
That was a close game. The ball just not in his hands as much this year because of the 2 Johnson transfers at his guard spot. But he hits both of them there. Final half minute. Holy Angels looking like they're going to hang on here for a 3-0 start. Gerstner, another block. And it'll be Stars basketball.
Holy Angels still working hard down here on defense to get the ball back.
Into Emmett Johnson. And they're going to foul him one more time. Suba will, to send the freshman to the line. Kennedy's going to run out of time here, Daryl Moffitt, but I think you have to be encouraged from what you saw from this Kennedy team tonight, continuing to battle throughout this game, and got it to within 4 a couple times, just weren't quite able to get over the hump.
These are good habits to have. Good energy on defense. You worked yourself in and out of a game, but you never quit. These are good habits to have. I think this is going to be a tough team to beat late in the season. You look up there at the conference schedule. They're going to play against some tough guys. Chaska is a class of their own. They do a lot of good things. You also got Cooper, who can get up and down. St. Louis Park's a good one. Jefferson.
A lot of new players for Jefferson. Saw them earlier this week. against a very good Shakopee team.
Yep. They're always going to be a tough game right there. I'm going to do that one, by the way. It's going to be a good season.
Clock didn't start. They're going to let a couple more seconds trickle off here. Didn't start it for probably, say.
Once again, the ref comes over, does a great job.
Yep. They're going to kind of adjust it on the fly. It's probably pretty close to 4 or 5 seconds, they're going to say, did not come off the clock. So we're down to 11.2. We'll have both Kennedy-Jefferson games, by the way, on BEC-TV.
We're not looking too far ahead, though.
Nope.
Some good games coming up.
Williams, the floater, no. 5 seconds and a final bucket. But not enough for Holy Angels. They lead throughout the game by as many as 15. And Kennedy close to within 4 a couple times, but Holy Angels showing poise down the stretch with some timely foul shooting after they had struggled in that department. And then I think what carried them through this game, their defense.
Their defense was strong. They started out early with some very good defense, kind of tilted off a little bit. That's because Kennedy was doing a lot of good things and pushing the tempo and getting into them, and then they started to just settle down late. Hit the free throws that they needed to, sounded of a good team. They're going to be an exciting team to watch late.
They're 3-0. Kennedy now 0-2, but I think we saw some good things from this Kennedy team, and I think this is a game that maybe Kennedy teams in the past, they might have gone away in the second half or kind of folded earlier. But we saw Kennedy continue to battle, continue to fight. They're going to need those attributes, especially when they get into conference play in the meat of that conference season against good teams.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They got a coach that will hold them accountable, and he's going to get this team in the right direction. And I am really, really, really impressed with how hard they fought. That has shown that they are doing the tough stuff in practice that it takes to be a good team. Now, can they just get over the hump? I will tell you this, though. They have some chemistry. They have guys that do not let up on each other. They hang out with each other. They're cool with each other. That's a sign of some really good, positive things for the future.
Enjoyed it, my friend. Game 1 in the books for you. Come back often, please.
I will try. This was fun.
He's Daryl Moffitt. I'm Josh Powers. 81-70, the final. Kennedy falls to 0-2. Holy Angels 3-0 on the young season. That'll wrap it up from here. For Daryl Moffitt, Josh Powers saying good night from Kennedy High School.